Alright, I got an oiling question. Oiling problem at that. So, let me wipe this off here. Basically, I got this pump, which may be way too big, and that could be my issue altogether. So right here, I got 3.7 gallon per minute flowing pump, which I know is astronomically too big, but I figured there's no way that having that pump would cause this. However, what I'm finding out here is oil cooler into marine scavenge pump direction that way, into this ball valve, which initially the only valve here would have been this, and I put this valve in here so I could slightly block off the canister reservoir, which would in turn increase or decrease the inline turbo feed. So what I had found with just this simple valve is all the way open, I was stuck at no less than right around 25-30 psi in my inlet at all times. So after doing some research and watching a couple other guys, I realized that maybe I needed to be able to go even lower on my inlet feed, closer to the 15-20 psi at idle range, to alleviate some of this leaking. So we got an insane amount of leaking coming out of this side of the turbo, as well as coming out of the blower portion of the turbo. And from my understanding, with being a new turbo and everything I got going on here, basically I'm finding out that I'm pretty sure I gotta find a way to, when this is full, allow that pressure to not blow oil through the seals here. Which, this is a new turbo. I'm fairly confident that the seals are not blown. That's what a lot of guys would think when this happens, but I know that my turbo inlet feed pressure is too high. My gauge here is now starting to not function properly. Cheap Chinese shit. It's just staying up there, and I know that there's not a solid 22 psi in there, so that's part of the issue also, is knowing that my gauge now isn't working. So, or is clogged, whatever. Either way, the gauge is no longer useful for this test. But the point I'm trying to get at is, what do I need to do here to decrease the PSI or increase the drain size outlet so I can get a solid flow through the turbo. I really don't think it's the drain orifice restricting it, as the outlet plug there is the one that came with the turbo. I've removed that, trying to make sure that I had the proper fitting here. This is only a 6AN line, which is 3/8. I know that's very small for a drain line. However, it's the same size as the fitting. I don't know, guys. If that's the problem, this fitting, this drain line, let me know. I mean, I could easily unscrew that and see how the oil flows through it without this hose. But as of right now, I can't seem to get a good solid atmospheric flow out of this drain line, or at least not with any particular points that when it is flowing, it's not gushing out of the turbine there, causing it to continuously blow blue smoke. And it's getting annoying. This is pretty close to done, except for this whole stupid oiling issue. If anyone's got any tips, any ideas on what I need to do differently, that would be great. The hardest thing about this particular build I think I did was not use an engine that has its own pressure lube system that I could just plumb in the turbo oil feed to the pressure lube of the motor. Consequently, it's causing me to put this whole crazy system on, in which I don't think is working properly. Well, it clearly isn't. So please, if you can, let me know what you guys think, what your thoughts are, what I need to do here to make this work. The whistle is great, but yeah, just want to see what I can do to change the results. All right, let me know. Thanks, comment, bye.